everyone. No, I haven't said don't be god darn it. You know, my content, everybody knows. Oh, okay. No, for real, it really ain't. And I said respectfully, I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. I'm peace. I bring peace. Peace and respect, so respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. Stop the violence. Hi to the genuine ones and all messages. Hope all is well in your end. Never give up on yourself when someone tries to dim your light. Or let alone, hold on one second. Or make you feel like you're not worthy of choosing yourself. You matter and you are worthy. You are my sunshine. What a blessing. God loves you. Don't dim your light. Go, you neighbor, don't dim your light. Yeah, they gonna hate, and motivate them to try to dim your light. Hold on one second. Didn't matter your tax bracket. It didn't matter the end if you came in poverty and pain. That wasn't even vocabulary. You know how to respect your neighbor. They took your console weakness, but love yourself. Don't dim your light. G.O.D. got your back. Hey, neighbor. Yeah, gotta go. Stop the violence. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. To the genuine ones with no attendance, I truly hope all is well in your end, and I say that respectfully. Today is currently November 8th, 2025, and it's currently 10:20 p.m. No, Evan, change on me. All be yourself no attendance. You know, these fools will watch you within watch you say that you mentally stable, but they said you spiritual. You ain't got to do it besides be yourself. A motherfucker won't like it, then they can't stand your freaking guts. Hold on one second. But never get lost in someone's vision. You know, hold on one second, the potential was within you when you truly wasn't someone's issue. They got a doseboric in a toxic way. The hate train was real when it comes to your vocabulary, elevation. Hold on one second, being high vibration. Why would I want to reject myself when God is really choosing me? We may not pray the same, I should make you uncomfortable when it comes to your own pain. Hold on one second, you pour into yourself to understand the hold on one second, but you can overcome when it comes to going within. You know, folks who have lack of self-control when it comes to discipline, they know them at the end of their stove spoke in a toxic way when someone didn't have to compete to go within and, you know, take for tag at the end of the day. Or because they try to get you out of reaction. They try to get a reaction out of you. Even when you get lost in your words, they will never understand the God's tools that God installed within you. Always be yourself, and I said it respectfully. How folks don't want you to choose yourself regardless of you showing that you was worthy. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. Have a safe year, day, even, week, weekend, humanity worthy. You know, no mother or father or family member should lose a child due to jealousy, insecurity, or envy or hate. Or if someone decides to change their life for all the right reasons, when someone doesn't run from their past, the energy is different because they understood taking accountability for their actions. You know, regardless to he say, she say, can't nobody tell your story better than you at the end of the day. Even when they air hustle from different tax brackets, when it come to hold on one second, when it came to that hate train, they try to gang stalk, you know, they actually did. You know, everybody's walk of life ain't the same when it comes to hold on one second. Your voice does matter. Even when the devil try to stop you, the enemy try to discourage you, try to get you out of character when it comes to reaction, or because they try to attack you in the most uncomfortable way. They said you wasn't worthy when they overcome rainy days. You mad and you're worthy. No mother or father should lose a child or a family member at the end of the day due to someone can't stay in their lane. You don't like the fact that someone's willing to choose themselves. You like the fact that someone did come from poverty and pain. They did have struggles be put upon them. They did overcome spell work. They still dealing with spiritual welfare at the end of the day. They are having folks at the end of the day that's sending them the evil lie, or that relationship didn't work out for them, or they probably didn't have their mother and father and they like to show them proper tools, love and respect at the end of the day. But they knew how to respect you. You know, my content is not for everyone, and I may not make sense to the average person, but that's okay. Because regardless of someone came from a single family household or not at the end of the day, people pick and choose who they want to bully, who they want to create a hate train towards, rob mentally, spiritually, financially, or try to energy harvest someone's energy, or project spoke or send someone an evil lie. You know, always be yourself, no one's intentions. No mother or father should lose a child due to someone's lack of self-control when it comes to discipline. And I say respectfully, don't matter their age. You know, no mother or father should lose the custody of their child because someone wants to make a mother and father feel like they mentally unstable because that child brought them the proper balance when it comes to unconditional love, when they was able to protect their baby and they still pray for their baby because they never stopped praying for their baby when that baby is stripped out of their baby's hands. You know, a mother that actually sees their child, respects their child, regardless if the relationship didn't work out or not at the end of the day. Someone knew how to maintain somebody's smile. You know, no mother or father should have to go through someone energy harvest or protecting spirit towards their child and try to control a narrative because that mother and father, someone is threatening their life that their voice doesn't matter. And nobody's going to believe them. You are worthy. You do matter. And I say it respectfully, even when you feel like the world is against you, when they don't understand your weather. I may not make sense to the average person, but that's okay. But no mother or father, regardless of what environment that you came from poverty and pain or not, and you dealt with trauma when it comes to child point of view going into your adulthood at the end of the day, it's not right that someone strips your child out of your hands because they want to throw jealousy or envy or insecurities towards you at the end of the day because they don't want you to understand your own faith that you are worthy. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. I'm Naya, genuine love respect, and my content is not for everyone. No, it's the trade, don't be. No, for real, for real. Entertainment purposes only. No, it's the trade at all for me. You ever was minding your business with the minding your business? You got that phone call, whatever it takes me. Hey, what's going on? Hey, cousin. What's up, sister? Hey, what's going on, homeboy? Oh, they get married. No, it's the trade on me. You ever got that phone call last minute, whatever the case may be? And don't even realize you wasn't on the same page when it came to, hold on one second, clothes attiring. No, that's a change on me. When a person got a dress code, they mean what they say, a dress code. But someone decided to invite you last minute, it accidentally didn't come through the mail or whatever the case may be, or whatever the hell happened. No, it's a change on me. So you know what? That's your favorite cousin, whatever the case may be, family member, associate. You put a name in your book. It's a trending thought for me. And you probably knew about the wedding for a very long time, but nobody said it was a dress code. Come as you are, then they will love you regardless. No, it's a trade on me. Who the fuck is dressed in all fucking black? It's not a fucking funeral, dummy. No, it's a trade on me. You get to the wedding thinking it's a funeral, thinking you're in the wrong position. Hold on one second. My concentration. Hold on. It's a trade on me. You walked into the church house or whatever the case may be. You wasn't trying to walk in there anyway, but only about to hold on one second. You mean to tell me everybody got black on? The devil's a goddamn lie. What y'all got going on over here? It's a trick of me. I would have thought someone passed away. No, it's a trick of me. I thought I was late for the funeral. Who died? No, it's a trick of me. You ever had that invitation last minute, whatever the case may be? And you showing up. You think you you got it on. It's a trick of me. You get to the event when it came to the ceremony, you realize, hold on one second. Some don't feel right. It's a trick on me. All eyes on you. Oh. You ever been one of those type people that go to weddings or parties or whatever the case may be, and you got a little snack always with you? No, it's a trick on me. I get hungry. It's a trick on me. Y'all don't feed me enough. No, it's a trick though for me. Only for this fool to say to you at the end of the day, you didn't follow instructions. You ever been one of those people that just look at the flyer? Oh, it's so nice. Oh, they get married. They got a get together going on. You ain't read nothing that had going on at the end of the day. What you just did, a big, big mistake. No, it's a trick because I won't go to your next event. It's a trick for me. You said, come as I am. You love me. No, the trade of me. The person that's getting married or the person event that it is, they not even mad. Because you showed up. No, it's a trade on when you know. At least I showed up. Everybody talking about you amongst their breath or whatever the case may be. Hello, chick, dude, do you need a peppermint to school you? Leave me alone. I'm Naya, genuine love respect. I may not be entertaining to the average person, but my content is not for everyone. I am far from a copycat. I am authentic. And it's not a crime to be your authentic self. And I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself regardless to what man or woman or child is threatening my life. And I say that respectfully regardless of tags bracket. Always be yourself, but no misintentions. I'm Naya to respect. It's the trade thought for me. You ever been minding your business with the mind your business at the end of the day? When you decide to say, I'm single! Hello, I'm single. You ever realize someone that said that you was the fool and so stupid or retarded or whatever the case may be decided to say, hey! Hold on. It sounds like you need a straight body jacket, you weird ass. I haven't trained over me. What's wrong with you? This fool sees you at the end of the day when they said, I can't stand your freaking guts. I hate you. It's a trait on me. me. You done moved on with your life with the new person you hanging out with or whatever the case may be. You bump into this dumbass. First of all, Bay don't play about you because Bay's actually feeling you. First of all, it went from, hold on one second, I see you, but I want to motivate you too. It's the trait on me. Oh, that energy is different. You lost your chance, dumbass. No, the trait on me. When someone comes to the realization, what was I thinking? How did I fumble you? You was the blessing in my life and I hurt you. Calm down, calm down, calm down. 9 out of 10. Listen, this fool needs a straight body jacket and a couple of tools when it comes to common sense because they really losing over here. It's the trait on me. God damn. You know, you would have thought that you would have. People would have looked at you like, you still talking to this person? Absolutely the hell not. And the trait gonna be anybody from the past is in the past for all the right reasons. Have a nice day. A motherfucker will blackmail you with them blackmail. You act like they had a whole conversation with you. Are you serious? People do that weird shit. No, and the trait on you, the strategies people gotta go through at the end of the day to make themselves so irrelevant in your life. First of all, why would you do that if you said I was stupid? Now, at the end of the day, when you look at yourself in the mirror, think about all the things that you gotta do to make yourself convince yourself at the end of the day that is no longer available with me and you. Hello, you dumbass. I gotta go. Always be yourself in decision. I say respectfully, I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. It's not. Love is round, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you. I love to talk about love. You know that LOV actually is different. Someone should allow me to shine. Who would know that someone wasn't trying to dim your light because they was in competition with you? You know, someone wasn't trying to shortchange you mentally, physically, financially. That energy is different. When someone truly showed you that motivation is different. When someone truly actually knew how to respect your pain. Even days when you couldn't see at the end of the day, would understand the whole almost like you was understanding change. You know, because when you got the right person that walks into your life, not only do they see you, they hear you, they respect you. They understand I'm not trying to remind you what you overcame. I understand God's reflection when it comes to, hold on one second, being on the same page. Emotionally available. Someone's trying to have the cake and eat it too. Someone loving you right the first time around. That respect is different when it comes to someone truly being loyal and genuine kind. Who would someone who know how to value your time. Someone who actually had potential, not to shortchange you when it comes to your mental health. The energy is different. Who would have knew that someone saw you? You know, you may not make sense to the average person. You gain the love of best friend, a business partner, they would never understand how you truly stepping. Even when you got the outside world throwing you spoken and talks away, didn't matter their tax bracket. You know, folks would try to dim your light, but God was really treating you right when it comes to your faith. Even when they said you mentally unstable, hold on one second, all because you was willing to love you, so the better to understand your boundaries is different today, holding your own weight. You know, I'm not talking about narcotics, but loving yourself. Who would have knew that choosing yourself to love your life would truly be faithful to you? You know, how may not make sense to the average person, but that's okay. Always be yourself, no sentence. I'm Naya, you know, respect, and I'm far from hater. We may not pray the same, but I'm far from hater, and I don't worship the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, regardless of trying to blackmail me against me. I say respectfully, I pray to my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father God, with no misunderstandings. We are all not gonna say, but I respect my neighbor. Always be yourself when they say you got potential. It was more sort of recipe. Hold on one second. You didn't have to get physical. God was showing you at the end of the day the proper tools when it came to that kitchen. Didn't have to play with spell work. They would never understand it wasn't competition when it come to motivation. Goes within at the end of the day. God was showing you what God brought you balance to understand the whole. Almost like you're going to be overlooked because of someone's pain. Never dim your light. And I say that respectfully. They would never understand how you healed your trauma and pain. It wasn't an overnight process, but it was far from a joke at the end of the day. They would never understand how you truly step in the day to love yourself properly. Who would have knew that unconditional love allowed you to choose you? It started within, even when the devil tried to say that you was ugly. It'd be the train of thought for me. They had to play with spoken and toxic ways, send you the evil lie, gang stalk you. Everybody's walk of life ain't the same. I may not make sense to the average person, but who would have knew that change would actually made you feel like, hold on one second, it was okay to go with that. You know that mission is different because God allowed you to see. You ain't have to worship the devil, let alone, hold on one second, seek revenge. When you actually pray to go within, even when the devil said, I got your back against the wall, they trying to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, at the end of the day, even try to destroy your character traits when it comes to unconditional being authentic. When you fall from a copycat, was fall from a hater, they would never understand how you truly went within. You know that testimony? It was a wolf they couldn't relate to. They try to fulfill your shoes, try to destiny strike with you, but hold on, they didn't have the proper tools. They were so all balanced when it came to comments that they would never understand how you truly elevate, even when they try to shortchange you. They try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially. They They want you to be on an empty stomach to beg for help at the end of the day, regardless who gave you what you properly need. You know, the proper tools, the proper nourishment. They would, at the end of the day, when God truly healed you, when you were truly sick that day, they would never understand when the right people walk into your life, they're going to truly cheer for you, not go against you with that toxic way. You know, they ain't got to send the spell work. They fall from haters. Their energy is different than matter. They tax bracket. Hold on 1 second. When you overcame that weather. You know, because everybody's not meant to be part of your journey. And when you don't run from your past, that means it's different. You know, it's certain folks that don't want you to fix your crown or leave it alone, maintain your smile. They can't stand you for all their personal reasons, but you truly wasn't the issue at the end of the day. You know, being this truth teller, they would never understand. Yeah, you're going to make certain folks truly feel uncomfortable when they try to school you, disrespect you, right to left, rob you, busy, spiritually, financially, even when it come to hacking your devices. They would never understand how you continue to show up for yourself, even when they plotting to rob you so you won't actually grow. You know, they can't wait for your garden not to elevate. But when God allows you to prosper in front of right people, they would never understand it was far from an escape. Because hold on 1 second, I wasn't trying to lose myself. I wasn't trying to become my own worst prison at the end of the day. When you was telling folks I was a crash out but didn't have to wild out. Being authentic would bother someone's mental, being high vibration. Hold on 1 second, it was never competing. You know, certain folks say that God is not real, but when you stand before yourself at the end, they being your biggest cheerleader, they would never understand. Hold on 1 second. Thank you, God, for being patient with me. You know, always be yourself, members' attentions. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I'm far from a hater. Loving yourself is not a crime. No, it's a change on me. Entertainment purpose only. Ah! You ever been minding your business, minding your business, or whatever the case may be? And say, you know, I want to do something for myself. No, it's a train of thought for me. You decide to go on Groupon or one of them, you know, little apps or whatever the case may be that got a little, you know, promotion going on or whatever the case may be. You wanted to massage, your body feeling all stiff. You had a long week, regardless you did something or not today. It's the trait of me. You deserve it. You decide to say, you know what, let me treat myself. It was only $30, $25. You know, someone see you going to the, you know, the massage parlor, they swear that you got a whole bunch of money, so you try to plot and rob you, all types of weird shit when you got a weird ass neighbor. No, it's the trait of me. All because you understand boundaries, self-love, and boundaries, self-love. No, and the trait of self-care. Love yourself. You know, you decide to say, you know what, I'm going to go get a massage. But you forgot to read the instructions within reading the instructions, but then realize, hold on 1 second, the instructions never said it was a foot massage. It's the trait of me what happened to your hands, fool. No, it's the trait of me. When you thinking the type of massage you about to get, this fool decided to say, you know what, I'm pulling up on you. Nothing wrong with their hands or arms. It's a train through me. No disrespect to anybody that's disabled at the end of the day. And I say that respectfully because at the end of the day, you're going to do what you got to do to get your money. No, that was a train through me. But when you paying for a service at the end of the day, you trying to be on the same page when you're a consumer. Hello, it's a train through me. Don't matter if you regards your sexual orientation, your disability, your age, or your culture. It's a train through me. So you decided to say, you know what? Let me sit down here, what the case be, you get there, and they all smiling in your face and stuff, and they looking at you like, this motherfucker not prepared. Oh, ah! So you get, you know, comfortable, whatever the case may be, this fool. First of all, I don't even like feet, especially if you ain't my wife. It's a change over me. Oh, my big-headed ass sister. Oh, my cousin. It's a change over me. Oh, my mammy. You know, Pops could take his raggedy ass feet somewhere else. If you not wanting my mother, my father, my sister, my brother, then they keep your ass away from me. It's a trait on me. We got beautiful feel here. How's a trait on me? I don't want nobody raggedy ass feet on me. This fool decided to say, you know what? They put both of their motherfucking feet on your motherfucking face, on your chin. 6 feet apart! 6 feet apart! You realize what's going on at first, like, oh, okay, oh, miss. Sir, I don't know what you got going on. I don't know what type of service this is. I didn't sign up for this. I swear I didn't sign up for this. You know, they got all different types of names when it comes to massaging and all that. So you gotta be mindful at the end of the day. What sounds like a good deal, it ain't a good deal. It's the trait over me. I need a doctor. Because I know what I just experienced. Only realize you called your doctor up or whatever case may be, right? Entertainment purpose only. And they look over the documentation that you signed or whatever the case may be. Now you getting your lawyer involved. No, it's a trade though. I mean, they going over everything. Like you as the consumer, you was right. It doesn't say no extra feet was supposed to be involved. It's the trade though. Me, keep your feet on the ground, fool. Ah. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself, no intentions. I am far from a hater regardless to if I came from poverty and pain or not. Loving yourself is not a crime. Regardless of my sexual orientation, my disability, my age, or my religion at the end of the day, I know how to respect my neighbor. I don't dibble and dabble with magic, spell work, voodoo, whatever the case may be, or sending someone the evil eye. But what I do is tell the truth. No, it's a trade on me, and I don't run from he say, she say, all my past. Hold on one second, we are all not the same, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. Always be yourself. Love is real, love is one of a kind. She or he. I don't mean no disrespect. When it came to hold on one second, there was no in-betweens. An experience, who would have knew that quality actually is different. True love allowed you to feel like you truly allowed yourself to heal. Someone should keep it real wasn't for life, it was a cloud chasing or fame. They was far from an acting role at the end of the day. When someone truly shows you that patience is different. Someone took the time to actually get to know you. That Love actually is different. When someone truly had the key to your heart and God didn't have malicious intentions. Even when the devil tried to dim your light on better days ahead, who would have knew that the true love will allow you to feel what someone truly keeping it real to pray for you. Even when you get lost in your words, when you got the right person in your life that sees you, hears you, respects you, they don't gotta dibble and dab with spell work. They don't gotta dim your light to kick you down or put their hands on you, because true love is not about someone abusing you. And I say that respectfully. When the right person walks into your life, pace is different. Miracles do happen. They would never understand that. Hold on one second. Your self-reflection. Your boundaries is different. Wasn't trying to be in the mindset of get past the end of the day, but you wasn't running from what God truly allowed you to feel, or you allowed you to hell. When the right person walks into your life, bringing peace into your life Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's not complicated. And especially when you gain a love, a business partner, or best friend at the end of the day. What, from 1 year, 2 years, 3 years to 40 years, who would have knew? Someone didn't have to switch up on you. They say that fairy tales is not real, but someone could truly walk into your life to truly love you and actually care. It wasn't lust when it comes to toxic behavior. It was someone saying at the end of the day, I don't got time for third-party conversation. It was far from competing. Someone wasn't trying to make you feel insecure. Someone reported to you even days when you couldn't see, to show you at the end of the day that God should allow you to feel why you're truly secure. The ain't just different. I may not make sense to the average person, and that's okay, because my content is not for everyone. Love is real, love is one of a kind, but the right one truly for you. What's up, butterfly? It was no fake love over here. The energy is different. The devil tried to tell you so many lies when it came to that fortune teller. At the end, they pulling cards. At the end of the day, they kept saying that the love of your life was on the way, only for you to realize, to hold on one second, how time allowed you to feel while you truly allowed yourself to heal. And when things got better in your life, at the end of the day, the love of your life truly brought you balance. The only to realize they were truly keeping it real. Even you had a speech problem, a disability problem, or you got sick in the most unhealthiest way when you least expected. Someone wasn't trying to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially. Someone truly showed you at the end of it, wasn't here to switch up on you. They actually didn't have to pretend to love you. That phone conversation that went from in the beginning stages, it just got better when it came to hold on one second, your future. Someone truly showing you why day and night looks comfortable. Someone wasn't trying to dim your light when it comes to hold on one second. Third-party conversation. That ain't just different. How when someone could truly walk into your life to see you, hear you, respect you. It felt like a holiday every single day, the love of your life. Only realized I was pouring into each other to treat each other right. The energy is different. Sometimes opposites do attract. You ain't had to play with sport to get so much time, and then y'all both was on the same page, regardless if you came from poverty and pain. Someone didn't have to pretend at the end of the day when they knew how to respect you, even on your rainy days. Imagine someone truly praying for not against you. That true love is different when someone truly knew how to value your time, even when, hold on one second, when you almost lost you. Because with trials and tribulations with life, when you got the right person by your side, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. They're not trying to manipulate you, disrespect you, or cause confusion in your life besides being on the same page. Besides being on the same page with you. It's nothing but the enemy talking, trying to stop you and trying to discourage you when you're trying to choose you. Because when the right person walks into your life, they will project spell work or send you the evil lie. Even pray on your downfall at the end of the day, but God didn't tell a lie. Because when God allowed you to see why you found peace within, God opened certain doors they can't understand. That hold on one second, God was showing you a reflection. that you are beautiful, you are handsome, and the right person will tell to bring you balance. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Always be yourself with no malicious. Hold on 1 second. God hits different. I don't mean no disrespect when it comes to my elders, and I say it respectfully. But my content is not for everyone. I am far from a hater regards to your tax bracket. No, and the truth of me, regardless you came from property paid or not, and I look at my name like competition. Hello. The Henny's just different. I felt bad. Yeah. You wanted me to become my own worst enemy. The competition was truly one-sided when you became your own worst enemy at the end of the day, only for your master for low because you was playing with spoken in a toxic way. You didn't want me to worship God. You want me to be in a mindset of being low vibrational, not to understand faith. Actually, hold on 1 second, became my equal. Because God allowed me to see my reflection, the tools that God endowed within me. That self-love actually is different. I didn't have to go tick for tack with someone. I didn't have to go tick for tack with someone because they wanted me to dim my light, but I was far from a crash out. And God was never for like you was a cloud chasing or fame. They would never understand how you truly elevate when it came to your rainy days. How when God redirect you for all the right reasons. That experience is different when it comes to a miracle. How folks had to blackmail you, try to act like they was truly invested into your time and day when you had to get physical, but you wasn't trying to lose yourself. But ask God for hold on 1 second balance when it comes to find a peace, but then give you the more proper guidance when it comes to hold on 1 second boundaries, so you won't lose control. That energy is different because folks is already plotting you to be a crash out, or because hold on 1 second, you was willing to understand that hold on 1 second, I am worthy. Even when folks try to test me, I ain't trying to give up on me because you trying to humble me. That ain't just different when the right people walk into like they fall from haters, they have to pretend. No, and the trade don't be no for reference. Always be yourself and no misunderstanding. I'm Naya. Genuine love, respect, and my conscience, not for everybody. It's not a crime to be authentic. Regardless of who's trying to steal my creativity or make my creativity on the end of the day, I work alone. Or regardless of who's trying to blackmail me against me at the end of the day, I would never hurt myself. When it comes to my creativity, I work with my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father God, and I do not worship the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. You don't have to know somebody for someone to gang stalk you, hack your device, your accounts, your emails, or have folks in different departments when it comes to HRA or not at the end of the day to try to project fear and you try to rob you, misspend your finances at the end of the day, or even to send you spell work, or even to create a hate train towards you, or even to monitor your mail or your package, whatever the case may be, or even to send spell work towards folks that want to present themselves to you, how this type of stuff actually happens. My content is not everybody. An individual that would try to ruin your reputation, they would dig up your past. They would pay people, regardless if it's a single mother or not, or if someone's disabled or not, or if it's someone that's on hard times right now, that could be on narcotics or nothing there, or even a sex worker, just to project fear in you at the end of the day, or to gang stalk you, regardless to what environment that you in. Didn't matter your tax bracket. It didn't matter about what county you was in, what zip code you was in, because when they monitor you at the end of the day, gang stalking was real, and your voice does matter at the end of the day, and you are worthy of healing. An individual will say that you're mentally unstable. They will try to get you locked up, put you in the sideboard because you're speaking up for yourself. Never allow a man or a woman to project fear in you when they threaten your life because they decide to take your kindness or weakness and they decide to gather a hate train and they decide to be the ones that's probably behind the desk as to you motivating yourself to become your best self, visiting yourself regardless if it's a job situation or regardless of what type of relationship it is, doesn't matter the subject at the end of the day. How they will make sure at the end of the day they will make their business to make you homeless because they know a manager in this department, or they would try to make you homeless or rob you so you won't be able to have a financial stability at the end of the day, so you won't be able to provide for yourself good day, bad day, almost understand day. How they want you to sweat them because you was willing to choose you, how this type of stuff actually happens. Or they even try to frame you as somebody you're truly not when you're not a sex worker and when you're not an addict at the end of the day, how this type of stuff actually happens. Or they will hack your devices or whatever the case may be, monitor your every move, and then say that you're mentally unstable. All because you're speaking up for yourself, all because they pay people to paint you out to be something that you're truly not, and they threaten your life that nobody's going to believe you. How this type of stuff actually happens when it comes to gang stalking. They don't want you to believe in faith. They want you to be in a mindset of low vibration. They want you to be in a mindset of being discouraged. They want you to be in a mindset of not pouring into yourself, regardless if you're an entrepreneur or not at the end of the day. And I say respectfully, how certain individuals will look at you like competition, and all they gotta do is gather a hate train to destroy your life at the end of the day. All because, hold on 1 second, you truly authentic, and people that you attract respect you. And you ain't even gotta try hard to be yourself. Always be yourself with no intentions. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. And when it comes to my creativity, I work alone. To the genuine ones, I actually appreciate your time, and I say it respectfully. Regardless of them to love you, respect you, or protect you at the end of the day, that relationship didn't work out, that job didn't work out, someone didn't know how to meet you halfway when it came to, someone didn't see your potential. They said that you didn't have potential. Someone didn't love you, respect you. You overflowed the wrong cup. You are worthy of the right people walking into your life. And you are worthy of healing, trauma, and pain, regardless from a child point of view or even going into your adulthood. And I say it respectfully. Never give up on yourself because someone didn't know how to meet you halfway or respect you, or they decided to take your kindness or weakness. Loving yourself is not a crime, and I would never hurt myself regardless who's trying to blackmail me against me, and I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, Genuine Love Respect, and my content is not for everyone.
No, it's the truth of it, it's not.
Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. Stop the violence. Hi to the genuine ones. I'm peace. You are my sunshine. What a blessing. Never overlook yourself when times are hard. They overlooked you, but don't dim your light. You're mad and you're worthy. They hated, try to discover you, but God got your back. God got your back. Don't dim your light far from the haters. Stop the violence. I'm Naya, Genuine Love Respect. It is currently November 8th, 2005, and it's currently 10:50 p.m. I would never hurt myself regardless to who's monitoring my every move and who's gang stalking me good day, bad day, or misunderstand day. Regarding hacking my device, my accounts, and my emails, I never signed up for this one-sided conversation, or who's plotting to predict a hate crime towards me or rob me mentally, spiritually, financially, or who's putting a spirit towards me. I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. You don't have to say an individual's name, but it just goes and show you how your mindset was really elevated at the end of the day. How you can have so much hate for somebody when you took their kindness or weakness, or you don't want someone to prosper in life faster than you, but you got thrown in spell when it was really one-sided. But God saw you, the devil alone, the enemy. It be the train of thought for me when it was never competition. Name, but just stay in your lane. I may not make sense to the average person, and that's okay. My content is not for everybody. I am my biggest cheerleader, regardless to what zip code, what county, or what continent I'm in at the end of the day. Regardless who's gang stalking me or who's projecting fear in me at the end of the day. I walk these streets alone. I would never hurt myself. And I say it respectfully. Always be yourself with most intentions. I'm Naya, Genuine Love Respect, and my content is everybody. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater. What about you? Stop the violence in the community. It's the train of thought for me. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater. What about you? Stop the violence in the community. Peace and respect your neighbors to the bunch. You better right on them, you like gotta go there, but on them. You like stop the violence. I'm Naya, Genuine Love Respect. When God sends the right people into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. It's not competition when it comes to healing trauma and pain. Regardless they came from poverty and pain at the end of the day, they're not sending you spark or sending you the evil eye. They're not preying on your downfall at the end of the day. And I say it respectfully. Like individuals will take your kindness or weakness as soon as you speak up for yourself. Because you're speaking a truth teller, they will try to ruin your reputation. But never allow yourself to escape you from choosing yourself another day. Because when right people walk into your life, they actually genuinely cheer you on. They act in their body weight, they shoe size when it comes to maturing. Regardless at the end of the day, they didn't have the same motivation. My content is not for everybody, and I say respectfully. Always be yourself with no misintentions. I would never hurt myself regardless to who's trying to blackmail me against me. And I say respectfully, I'm Naya, Genuine Love, Respect, and healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process. I don't dibble and dabble with spell work. I don't energy harvest off my neighbor's energy. Good day, bad day, or misunderstand day, or some evil lie. But I am a truth teller, and I don't run from my past. Regardless of trying to blackmail me against me, I say respectfully. Always be yourself. Someone will watch you months and years at a time at the day and say that you don't have potential. They won't put respect on your name, but they will try to take your creativity and try to make it their own little swag. They would try to discourage you and project fear in you, try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, even gang stalk you, hack your devices, just so you can stop loving you and stop choosing you. They will even project sport towards you because, hold on one second, God gave you the tools to be authentic. That type of stuff actually happens. Like that promotion that you're supposed to get, but you had someone in the background that said, you know what, you're not qualified to fit. But a supervisor, the manager saw potential within you. That's why they chose you. Hold on one second, you was never overlooked. And especially when God sends right people into your life. It didn't matter if it was a job position. It didn't matter if it was love or not. When the right people walk into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. And what's truly for you at the end of the day, can't no man or woman take it from you. We may not bleed the same,
But I'm far from ahead. It's the truth over me. I gotta go. It's not the vibes. I gotta go.
I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I'm far from a hater. Regardless, we don't pray the same regards to your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or age. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I never gave nobody permission to make money off of me or to use my documentation to blackmail me against me, and I say respectfully. You know, individuals see that you're prospering or that you're being authentic at the end of the day, and they would try to ruin your reputation. But that does not mean stop choosing you or loving you. And especially when it was never part of a script, that you was never part of at the end of the day. When it comes to showing up for you, when you're actually able to look at yourself in the mirror, that you're beautiful, you're handsome, and you're worthy. Never could put yourself when someone tries to dim your light. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I may not make sense to the average person, but that's okay. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. And I say that respectfully, it's no third party when it comes to my creativity, regardless of trying to blackmail me against me. You know, when it comes to gang stalking, they will put you part of conversations, emails, phone call conversations, the way technology is set up today, and make it seem like they had a conversation with you, or they will even make it seem like they know you at the end of the day, or even folks from your past is not even part of your journey at the end of the day. They even try to blackmail you against you. But that does not mean stop choosing you at the end of the day. Because when the right people walk into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I am my biggest cheerleader. Always be yourself with intentions. When the right people walk into your life, they see you, they hear you, respect you.
Always be a supplement. I gotta go. Ah!
I'm still healing from a hate crime that was done to me. Regardless of what he say, she say trying to blackmail me against me.